Do you think, though, she's heading in that direction? Has the penny dropped for Liz Truss?
Well, she says she's still committed to net zero, but we must produce more of our own energy. It's at least a step in the right direction. All that Boris Johnson recommends is that we all buy a new kettle because it'll use less electricity and save us 10 quid a year. What a legacy for a British Prime Minister. Let's see. I am certain there'll be very, very strong pressures within Westminster, within Whitehall, within Number 10, to try and stop her going for genuine energy exploration. But I think if enough of us, as commentators, broadcasters, politicians and newspapers, if enough of us shout loudly, I think something will get done. Whether it'll be enough remains to be seen.
Yeah, it has to. Now, you'll be here in 3 weeks' time and holding your entertaining evening with Nigel Farage events in Melbourne, September 26th, the Monday, in Sydney on Tuesday, the 27th of September, and in Brisbane, Thursday, the 29th of September. You're obviously going to talk about the similarities between the Conservative parties in Britain and Australia, because it's stark, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in fact, right across the English-speaking world, we face the same challenges, we face the same problems, and kind of, the capital cities seem to infect the brains of so-called Conservative politicians. They all seem to move to the left. They all seem to move to the centre. They all seem to become Labour-lite, and then they're surprised when they lose elections. And the lesson I've learned, certainly from the Conservative Party, when I kicked them hard again and again and again, and in 2019, they actually stood on a genuine Conservative manifesto. And guess what? They got the biggest majority since Margaret Thatcher. And the same applies in Australia. The same applies elsewhere. It's no good being Labour-lite. If you're Conservative, be Conservative. Reduce the size of the state. Give people incentives to set up their own businesses. Get the dead hand of government off the backs of people. And that's what needs to be done. And, look at the lockdowns. Look at what Australian people were made to go through. Now, I know a lot of this was the fault, of course, of the local states, but actually, did Scott Morrison stand up for liberty during the pandemic? Well, I think we know the answer.
One quick one. What do you think Boris Johnson will do now? Not that you'd probably care, but what will he do?
Oh, he'll be in America. He'll be in America. I mean, look, whatever his flaws, he is actually rather fun. He is entertaining.
Yeah.
And after a few glasses of wine, he gives a very good after-dinner speech. He will go and he will make millions. He will entertain and amuse people. And then he may consider a comeback, because I think the British Conservatives, unless Truss can really turn this around, they're heading for an absolute walloping at the next general election. And who knows? Boris may try to come back.
We'll see you soon down under. Nigel Farage, thank you very much for your time. All right, tickets for an evening with Nigel Farage start at $89, and all details are on the website nigelive.com.au, nigelive.com.au.